Welcome back to another episode of Mr. Matt Makes. Today, I'm working on my 88 F250, also known as Hans Gruber. And, like all old Fords, the steering is garbage. I thought it was a steering gear, but turns out, the steering shaft, right here, there's supposed to be a bushing that goes between the inner shaft and the outer shaft. However, mine was non-existent. So I had about an inch of play in the steering wheel either way, with the car completely turned off, not even running. So, like any true garage mechanic, I first looked up online to see how much a steering shaft was, and found out it was $250, and realized I'm not doing that. So I started thinking, maybe I'll just make my own bushing. To which I found an old license plate hanging around, and very scientifically cut a piece that would fit precisely into the steering shaft. Voila. And as you can see, there is zero play in that at all. So now we're just gonna take this over to the truck and try and test fit this in here. Let's see. This end goes up in here, like so. Come on. Or maybe this way. That goes like that. Up on there. And this end go down here on the steering gear. Now, what I really have to account for is the fact that actually I gotta figure out where. Okay, second, let's go there. Okay, well, we'll get that tightened down and see if it works. Okay, got the upper steering shaft bolts in place there. Now I have to bring this lower drive shaft, or lower steering shaft, down onto the actual steering gear box. So using my handy dandy kinetic adjuster, we're going to do some adjusting. See if I can put you guys here. Took the play, a lot of the play out. Now it would seem the remaining play is in the steering gear, which I assumed there was. I've got another one of those, but we'll try this first. Okay, Hans Gruber is a stick shift, so can't really hold the camera and the steer. So, and you can see I have a super fancy radio. Yep. Even better, whoever had Hans Gruber before me hacked into the factory stereo, cut all the lines. So now I gotta try and figure all that mess out. Oh, that's better. Okay, we're just gonna go around the block. Whoop. Okay. It's definitely not great, but at least it does actually turn when you turn the steering wheel. I am going to have to replace that steering gear still, which I assumed, but there is at least not 4 inches of play when I first try and turn. Alignment is incredibly far off. Not really a big shocker. Okay, I would call that a success.